Former Transnet board member and Gupta associate Iqbal Aharma was back in the dock today. His case involves a dodgy 24.9 million rand tender granted to his company Nuline Investments. It was awarded a tender to do a feasibility study for an agricultural project in the Free State. 5 state witnesses have taken to the stand since the trial began. Let's get you some more now of what happened today with our senior reporter Moloko Moloto live to us from Mangaung in the Free State. Moloko, so what happened in court today?
Hello, Braden. Well, in court today, there were 3 state witnesses who took to the stand. The first one was Jim Moloisi from the finance section of the agriculture department here in the Free State. He's the one who says he, through the process of paying the at least 4 million rand part of the 24 million rand, he authorized that, and of course that was elevated up to even the CFO who is in the dock. So Jim Moloisi, one of the admissions he made was that as the finance department, it was not their responsibility to confirm if the services or the goods which the department would have procured had been delivered before they can make payment. So he's saying that would be the responsibility of the user section within the department. And the next person who took to the witness stand was one junior official, and really she did not take long. Her name is Miriam Motsai, who is a paymaster. She was just explaining her role in terms of processing the paperwork. And the one that just ended now was the testimony given by Genosi Tubisi, who is a senior clerk within the supply chain management unit of the department. Tubisi, I must indicate, Braden, at some point shed a tear during the cross-examination because the defense was poking holes, trying to show some contrary statements. For instance, during the cross-examination, he was asked, because he compiled the whole package, which many other people, even up to the HOD at the time, signed. He's saying that that particular package that he had to put together. He was asked by one Mr. Mofokeng, who has since now left public service, and he's saying that he was new, this gentleman, he was new in the department, and he was asked that put together this package, and he did that because it was an instruction. And the contradiction came about when first, during the cross-examination, he said that after putting together that package and signing, he took it directly to the office of the Chief Financial Officer, which is Ipati Dlamini, accused number 3. But in the son's affidavit, which is also before court, he's saying that he took that particular package directly to the office of the head of the department. At the time, it was Peter Tabete. So the defense was saying you can't be trusted. Which one is which? And he said, look, it's been too long. It was in 2011. I can't even remember some of the things. And he was showing the signs of nervousness from the moment he took to the witness stand, at some point prompting the court to say, relax, we're not here to really give you a hard time, just relax. And he even asked for a break. Now, when he requested that the court adjourn at least until tomorrow, it was when he was now saying, look, I cannot continue with this. I don't even understand the questions. And of course, these are issues that happened way back in 2011. But the defense was also saying, we can understand that you don't remember some of the things that happened in 2011. But the affidavit you wrote, you say it was actually deposed in 2021. You did not even in your affidavit indicate the exact date on which you deposed that particular affidavit. And the defense was saying, we put it to you that this affidavit was actually written by the 2 police officers, not by yourself. That is why you cannot even account for some of the statements that you put in that particular affidavit. And that's when you could see that this particular witness couldn't take it any longer, and the presiding officer felt that, look, in fairness, I would rather we continue, but in the state that this witness is. would rather continue tomorrow. Of course, we have seen some of the witnesses who were here. They were supposed to have taken to the witness stand. Some of them is one gentleman who, at the time of that particular controversial transaction, he was head of the Provincial Treasury Department, and he remains a senior official. So he is coming possibly tomorrow to testify on behalf of the state. You would recall that the state has been arguing that this contract, this 25 million rand contract, was awarded to Nyulani Investment, a company associated to the Guptas, firstly without issuing out a tender, and secondly in violation with other provisions of the Public Finance Management Act. Now, it was that transaction, because this Nyulani Investment was hand-picked. It actually was recommended by one company from India that said, we prefer that you work with this Nyulani investment. And as a result, it was paid 24 million rand. And it was that transaction to do a feasibility study, Braden, that paved the way for the establishment of the controversial Estina Dairy Farm, where 280 million rand of public funds were spent. And we know that in that particular matter, some of the officials who are accused, who are the accused in this particular matter we are on, they are also appearing on that particular matter along with the former MEC, that is Mosebenzi Zwane. And of course, that particular matter will be back in the same High Court in April for the second phase of the pre-trial. So as matters stand, the court has adjourned at least until tomorrow morning at 9:30. The expectation is that this particular gentleman who requested adjournment will be continuing with his testimony, and afterwards we will see more witnesses for the state, including the gentleman who was previously head of the Provincial Treasury Department. And the state has actually lined up 35 witnesses. So far, 5 have been called to the witness stand. Braden Mayani.
From the City of Roses, Moloko Moloto there, inside court, updating us on this case involving Iqbal Aharma.